Hello, one and all. This is Oxhorn, and welcome to a surprise Sunday live stream. I took yesterday off to spend it with my wife on Valentine's Day. We decided to celebrate a little bit early because we had a babysitter available for yesterday, and we typically don't get babysitters, so we figured we would take advantage of the opportunity. And then today is just typically my day off. So I figured I would take some time to work on one of my settlements. My wife and my daughter are asleep. My son is down here in my office with me, chilling in a lounge chair. Well, chilling in my big leather chair over there. He's watching Digimon on his iPad. So if you hear his voice, that's just him asking questions. But I rarely get a chance to do settlement building these days. Let's see, my field of view seems off. Field of view. Why does it seem so... I guess that's okay. Anyway, so I figured I would take some time, since most of my family's asleep, to just work on one of my settlements. I'm already geared up for my big DLC series next week, so be sure to tune in Tuesday. That'll be the first episode of my DLC series. I've got all the footage shot. I've got most of it already set up in my editing software, so we are going to be good to go. So, today we just get to do some settlement building. Now, I've done a few changes to my Kingsport Lighthouse since you last saw it. Let me go over some of these changes. By the way, if you're curious at all about my settlements, you can check out my settlement building playlist on my Oxhorn channel, where I have every single settlement in the entire game completely done. Let me show you what I've done to my Kingsport Lighthouse to change things a bit. Here's my jail cell. Here's my guard. I haven't really decorated in here or anything. And these are my prisoners. These are gunners, raiders. I used a mod called Intimidation Redone in order to capture these guys. And sadly, that mod is not available anymore. So I don't know what to recommend to you if you want to do this yourself, because the mod is gone and I can't share it with you. But one of the big changes I did is, instead of having this open door, because I found that the prisoners... So the way that the mod works is, when you zone into the area, the game doesn't yet know that these guys have been intimidated. So it drops these guys down, and it takes a couple seconds for the intimidation to kick in. So what I found is that every time I would zone into my Kingsport Lighthouse, I would find my prisoners all wandering around out here, and then they would, have their intimidation kick in, and they'd walk up here and go inside and then kneel down, which is silly. It's pretty silly. So what I did is I went ahead and used Wasteland Workshop to create one of these switches, and that allows me into the prison. So there's no way out if you're inside, and you can lock it at any time. Anyway, these are my prisoners. I've got gunners and raiders and children of Adam. I think that's about it. I used to have some Brotherhood of Steel soldiers in here, but they escaped, actually. I don't know why, but intimidation didn't catch on them. Oh, is that right, Preston? You want to go in there with them? Come on out, buddy. Out. There you go. So that's one of the big changes I've done. So one of the things that I'm wanting to do... Andrew Johnson says, no mods, Ox. I want vanilla. Well, I understand that, and I sympathize with that. One of the things I'm wanting to do is reduce my dependence on mods for my settlements. So that's one of the reasons I'm working on this, is I'm trying to strip out a lot of the stuff that I've done with mods. Now, sadly, there's no way for me to have a prison without mods. Intimidation is a great perk, but the effects are not permanent. So there's no way for me to be able to do this without the mods that I use. So sadly, that's necessary, but I am trying to strip out all of the other mods that I use so that I can share my settlements on Nexus mods using transfer settlements. If you've got transfer settlements for your game, you can download some of my settlements, including an old version of my Kingsport Lighthouse, for your game. I link to it in the description of many of my videos. But some of the other stuff that I'm trying to do, as you can see, it's a little bit bare bones in here right now. And that's because I installed a whole bunch of my mods, many of which were decoration mods. So a lot of the decorations I had in this little house have disappeared. Now, what I was using this for is a tiny home for the Minuteman guards, and so I've only got a few beds up here. I used Place Everywhere to patch up the walls, because normally this attic is completely blasted out. Like, you can see the A-frame architecture of the original attic here, and these are the original ceilings, or the original roof rather, and as you can see it's completely ruined. So I had to use Place Everywhere to use the Far Harbor tiles, not the barn tiles but the workshop tiles that came with Far Harbor, to patch up the wall. You can see there's the wallpaper from the original wall, and I just pushed the new walls into there. Anyway, I turned this into a little bit of a home for my guards. I've got 2 guards at this settlement. This settlement is my player home settlement, and so I have a few of my favorite companions here, and this is where my character is, but otherwise I don't have a lot of settlers here, but I do have 2, and they're guards. I've got this guard who is manning the Minuteman artillery cannon here, and then the guard I showed you inside my raider prison. Oh, and this is another thing I redid. So if you remember from my last version of my Kingsport Lighthouse, I had the stairway leading to the roof of my museum went out in a straight line this way, which was a little obnoxious. You got caught up on it. It seemed unnecessary. So I retooled it a little bit and made this zigzag going down here. My only criticism of it is that, you know, there's the tiny little gap here between the stairs and the house, but oh well, not too bad. Anyway, so I need to decorate this up a bit, and slight spoiler alert, by the way, if you're watching, a slight spoiler alert about the end game dealing with the sole survivor's child, so heads up, spoiler alert. Okay, here we go. So here's Shaun. I decided, instead of having him working the cornfields like I did have him doing before, I wanted him to go to school. And I don't know why. Where is she? I assigned... There she is. What are you doing all the way down here? Let's grab her. Let's see if she'll move up there. Move, Preston. There we go. So I did... In order to do this, I did have to use mods. There's a mod. Oh, I know what it is. It's in the middle of the night. Ooh. There we go. What time is it? It's 2 in the morning. All right, let's wait. Let's sleep until morning. Let's go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you remember from my last build of Kingsport Lighthouse, I had Shaun working the cornfields. I figured it's good for a young strapping boy to learn how to work, but now I want him to go to school. So I did use mods to assign Shaun to the school desk and to assign Curie as a teacher. She does use this desk as a workstation. Let me pop open my settlement build menu. Teacher's desk. And I assigned her to it. And I don't think it produces anything, but I figured if there was anyone who'd be able to give Shaun an education, it would be Curie. That said, part of me feels bad that he's here by himself. He's the only kid here. Maybe I should send him to Vault 88. He could go to school there. And then in here I created a small bathroom. These are Vault Tech Workshop utilities here, sink and tub. Sadly, I don't think the Vault Tech Workshop comes with a clean bathtub. So I've just got an old bathtub in here. And then this is an old it's an 1880 map of the Commonwealth from Eleonora's workshop creation. Anyway, still a lot that I'm trying to do up here. I haven't put in carpets. I've got these fun signs on the walls. These came with the mod that gave me the school desks, I believe. The Vault-Tec school desks. So, yeah, I know I'm talking about removing as many mods as possible from my settlement builds, but there are some things I simply can't do without mods. So for those things, I'm going to continue to keep my mods. But a lot of my decorations have disappeared. You see this floating lantern and the ballistic weave. I had a bunch of stuff over here, some shelving units and containers that came from mods. But after I uninstalled those mods, they disappeared. And a few things have changed on the inside of my player home as well. If we head on upstairs, you're going to notice that many more containers gone. I placed this, by the way. This is my Tunnel Snakes Rule outfit from the Tunnel Snakes Rule creation. So I'm going to try and add all of my unique costumes to the gallery downstairs. But yeah, some of the containers I had over here were missing. I had a mod that gave me these really nice Nuka-Cola racks, because Nuka World came with Nuka-Cola racks, Nuka-Cola display racks. But we didn't get them in the build menu, which was infuriating. So I installed a mod that allowed me to do it, but it did require its own ESP. I'm trying to reduce the number of ESPs I use. That's one of the primary reasons I'm removing the mods from my gameplays, because it just took up so many ESPs, which you're limited to when playing Fallout 4. I found that I had over 150 some odd installed, and they were all related to mods, so I was removing all of the unnecessary ones. But now I got a big pile of Nuka-Cola and Vim on the ground. I'm going to have to clean this up. And a lot of the decorations I had up here are completely missing, so I've got to redecorate this whole thing. And it's a bit of a project. I did have mods where I had some nice double beds over in this corner, but those disappeared. So now I'm using these nice clean beds that came with Eleanor's creation. But yeah, my storage over here is all gone. So I've got floating booze over here because I had what's it called? A wet bar. I had a wet bar over here that was really nice looking from a mod, but it disappeared. I moved Dog Meat's doghouse up here. I know it doesn't make sense to have a doghouse in a house, but they don't go anywhere else. It's not like the game came with a dog cushion or something, and the dogs were attracted to the cushion. No, the only thing the dogs are attracted to is the doghouse. So to keep Dog Meat in the house, I had to put him in the doghouse. And here's the gosh darn caretaker. I'm so frustrated by this guy. I've tried using console commands. I've tried turning him into a companion, turning him into an assignable resource here in the settlement. I can't find a way to get rid of this gosh darn caretaker. I can't even find any mods that allow you to get rid of the caretaker. Here it is. You know, the Institute is destroyed. It's the end game. No need to be afraid. And then I've got this guy in my settlement saying things like this.
Caretaker.
What was that? Oh, nothing.
Caretaker.
You weren't there. At the switchboard? One day, the Institute's gonna kill us all, I tell you.
Really annoying. And he comes up here to my private bedroom and hangs out in my observation chairs. I mean, it's a great view. Salem over there. I understand why he's doing it, but I just wish I could get rid of him, but I can't. I can't get rid of him. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not satisfied with this settlement yet. There's a lot I want to do. One of the biggest complaints I have about it is part of me is regretting building this multi-story shack at the top of a lighthouse. I mean, at the time, I can't kill him. Fly Past says, why don't you kill him? I can't kill him. Not that I've tried, I wouldn't do that. He is the caretaker after all. He's at his Mercer safe house, but I'm not going to kill the guy. I mean, he's supposed to be a good guy. That would just be horrible. Anyway, so yeah, I built a little reading nook here in the light of the lighthouse. This is my general's private retreat court. And she can sit down in this nice leather chair, and she's got a bunch of reading material over here, a collection of cigars. I have a mod that allows me to have a unique cigar box. So there's only one cigar box in the entire game, but as you know, if you smoke cigars, there are a variety of lovely cigar boxes. And it's a simple mod. It doesn't take an ESP, so I've got all these nice cigar boxes out here. And then here's a stack of Nuka-Cola recipes for reading material, and there's my general's ashtray. Nice little relaxation point, right? So yeah, there's a bunch of perks for building your house at the top of a lighthouse, but it's really noisy. I don't know if you can hear it, but listen to that background wind. Yeah, it's really noisy up here, and the physics don't work. I mean, it doesn't make sense for this entire shack to be clinging to the top of my Kingsport lighthouse, and I didn't think about that at the time. And I had a mod installed that gave me these braces, and I was trying to make it look like this structure was braced against the brick of the lighthouse, but when I uninstalled that mod, those disappeared. So right now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm thinking I may just need to build scaffolding all the way down to the ground to sell the idea that this is not floating midair. And this is Shaun's room. I got a lot of criticism on this room when I did my last video because his is at the very top. So you come up here, this is his room. I tried to make it nice. He's got his bed, some teddy bears and toys. And over here his block says Shaun. You know, he's got a little, whatever that is, giddy up buttercup. But, you know, everyone's saying, well, he's going to be cold. He's on the top floor of a lighthouse. Can't close his door. All right, all right. Maybe I'll make another a little bedroom for Shaun. Maybe I will. Tasty Chicken says chalk it up to suspension of disbelief. Oh, you guys. Oh, you slay me. Okay, that is pretty good. So, yeah, looking up, you know, I don't know what I want to do there. Well, I want to tackle one thing at a time here. So, I do need a little bit of food for this settlement because I do have 2 settlers here, and 3 of my companions, who I don't roll with all the time, stay here as well. So I do have to have beds and food and water. So I've got Kate doing a little bit of work over here. And I figure, you know, her days of being a cage fighter are over. And she is retired with her sole survivor. She's part of the Minutemen. She's got friends and a great little community. She can relax a bit. Maybe pick some mute fruit from the trees. So I've got her assigned over here. And then, of course, Curie is teaching Shaun upstairs. Let's see if she's doing any of her animations. Nope, she's still walking and... She should be pulling out a clipboard and looking at it and doing interesting animations. But no, she's just walking right into the desk. All right. I don't have Piper doing anything yet. Haven't decided what I want her to do. And now that I've got Slocum's Joe, I kind of want to revisit this ugly thing here. I like the concrete. It's utilitarian, but it's not very pretty. So I want to see if maybe I can make it a little different. So the nice thing about the new brick workshop from Slocum's Joe is it's square. So there are 2 tile sizes. There's the short square, and then there's the... Oh, that's going to be so much better. And then there's the long rectangle. Okay, but that does mean if I want that window... All right, how am I going to do that? So I don't know. Set that there for now. Okay. I may have to change window types. Oh yeah, this is all right. I like that. That's fine. All right, so let's remove that. Why? Why? No. No. No, I just want you to go on top. Just on top. Just on top. Is that not possible? Can you just not go on top? It's not possible. Why is that not possible? I want you to snap to the top here. Just snap. Just snap right there. Nope. Just... Everyone hates it when I take chems. Even Kate hates it now. Since I did her personal quest. Alright. Move you. Move you. That snapped. Why is this not snapping? Why can't I get that to snap? Is it impossible to have a 2-story brick structure? Oh. Gavin, please turn down the volume. Gavin? Thank you. My boy. I'm probably talking too loud for him. Alright, let's see. What are the options here? I wonder if I could be sneaky about it. maybe if I put a floor, well, that's a roof. Because that does snap there. And that snaps there. Alright, let's try something. Okay, if I put a new floor in... Here's an idea. Let's do one of these. Like so. Do that. Over there. That. Bingo. I think we're getting somewhere. It's ridiculous that I have to go through this. Ah, yes. Okay, now, hold on. The big question is, am I going to get a big gap? Yeah, if I do it this way, there is going to be a big gap. It's not going to be a flush wall. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. And I kind of want a flush wall. And that's why they don't stack on top of each other. Well, let me see if... I really wanted to turn this into a brick one, but I'm starting to think that may not be the best idea. Alright, well, let's try and reassemble this. Oh, great. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. There we go. Okay, I got some more floating pieces. Yeah, that's a good piece. So I'm missing that, and then that goes back there. Did I destroy another side? Where did I put that? Did I destroy two sides? I must have. Alright, well, I gotta remake them. That's okay. Let's go to concrete, let's go to walls. Let's do window. No, that's a solid wall. Solid wall. And then... Great. Okay. Well, we accomplished absolutely nothing, but at least we didn't lose anything. Man, I had really wanted to turn this into a brick building. It would have looked so much better, but I'd only be able to make it a single-story building. I can't make a two-story brick building. That's frustrating. Without wooden floors. See, the thing I like about this is I can make a big double-story vaulted interior space using the concrete construction set. I would be able to make a two-story brick building, but it would have to have a floor immediately above it. Or you'd have a big gap between the walls. So, Alright. Well, I'm more or less satisfied with the prison. They get their sunlight. They get a little bit of air coming through there. They don't, they're not going to be cold. They've got their food in these horrible trays. That's right. That's what you get for fighting the Minutemen. Hope you've learned your lesson. Don't do anything or your neck might explode. There you go. Those are the bomb colors from Nuka World. Okay, well now she needs a little bit of a better working conditions, right? All the decorations I had in here are completely gone now. So let's see. Now I will be doing some decorating with OC Decorator. OC Decorator is a mod, but all this mod does is allow you to place static items. So the items that I am to place are still going to exist in the transfer settlement blueprint even after I upload it. So I'm not adding any modded items. I am instead adding normal vanilla items from the game. Okay, I want a terminal. Is there a terminal? Oh, I don't need that for a terminal. Let's see. Let's go to furniture. Miscellaneous. I haven't removed all of my mods yet. I'm planning on doing so. The problem is once you want to install your mods, especially if you build containers, anything in your previously in your settlement disappears, and if it's a container, everything in it disappears. Okay, if terminals are not in furniture decorations, where are they? Are they in Vault-Tec decorations? Nope. Well, there's the Slocum's Joe stuff. There we go. Oh, that comes from a mod. So let's see if I've got a version that doesn't come up from a mod. Surely, I've got something, whether it's a creation. It gives me a terminal. Nope. Okay, so we're going to go typewriter. Let's go typewriter. I've got 166 typewriters, well that's good. Now the problem with this guard station from Vault-Tec Workshop is nothing snaps to the surface. You see how it's passing right through? Now the typewriter would snap to the floor. You see how it automatically gravitates for the floor, but for some reason this guard post from Vault-Tec Workshop doesn't do that, so I've just got to kind of finagle it. And then, let's see, what are some of... Okay, I'm using place everywhere, and I'm trying to remember some of the numpad options for maneuvering these things. Numpad 8. There we go. So I'm taking a look at that blue line. Is it hovering? It is hovering a little bit, so... But if I go... That's too much. Oh no, that's perfect. Let's try once more. Okay, it's got a gap in it. It is hovering. Okay, one more. Huh. I wonder if there's a way. If I do control, changes access, changes access, changes access. What about alt? Nope. Alright, well, let's push it down one more. There we go. Alright, now, more decorations. What is... Try power miscellaneous for the terminal. Oh. Thank you, 83 Bright Mind. Maybe that's a good idea. Power. Yeah, but that's mod. That's not a mod. That's from the game. It's kind of rigged, though. That's the management system from Vault-Tec. Yeah, I'm not getting exactly the one I wanted. I wanted a desktop terminal. The only one that comes in the vanilla game is this one, which comes on its own little cart. I like it. I use it all the time. I've got one over there for running my settlement management software. And then I've got this one that comes from a mod. But I'm going to be uninstalling my mods, so I don't want to put this down just yet. So that's okay. I'm satisfied with the typewriter. Now to give her some other office goodies. Dova says, Oxhorn, are you spending Minutemen resources on raiders by feeding them? There is a radioactive pit next to the settlement. I suggest you dispose of them there. He's right. So he knows the settlement well. If you head this way, you do find a big radioactive pit. He's suggesting I just dispose of them over here with the children of Adam. Well, here's my thinking about that. I've killed my fair share of raiders and gunners and all of that. Preston? Is that Preston? You okay? So I've got no qualms with killing people who try to kill me. But every now and then you run into a raider or a gunner who flees, who says, forget this, I don't want to die, and he or she becomes non-aggressive. But we don't really have an option in the base game to allow him to surrender. So I'm imagining in my game that I've got the option to allow them to surrender, and when they surrender, I incarcerate them. Now, I'm not going to keep them here forever. I'm hoping that they'll change behavior. So this is the Minutemen trying to rebuild society and instituting some sort of justice system. Even if, at the moment, it's not a jury of peers, it's more of an, you know, the general is a judge, but that's my thinking anyway. Okay, what was I doing? I was decorating this desktop, trying to make her living space a little bit more enjoyable. Let's give her an ashtray in case she wants to smoke a cigarette. Got a lit cigarette here. And a pack of smokes. Alright, what other office decorations have we got? Books, yeah. I've already done everything I need with the Boston Library, so I don't need to overdo books anymore. Maybe she's got some reading material, or this could be a ledger, keeping track of all of the incarcerated inmates. Mug shots, sure. She'll have this ready for taking mug shots for the filing system. And a desk fan, yeah. Do I have any? Oh, no, I don't have any. She doesn't need a globe. Oh. Filing folders. Yep, it's probably a good thing. She's got a few files available. Crypto says, hello Oxhorn, love your vids like always, keep up the content. Please do Lonesome Road soon. Man, don't worry, I will. Thank you so much. Oh, I don't have any handcuffs. That'd be perfect for this. And then just other office goods. Magnifying glass. Pencil. Okay, she's got a decent desktop. How about some flowers? Bet she'd like some flowers. And maybe a desktop lamp. Oh, I don't have any picture frames. Man, I'm running out of flowers. Well, that's a nice one. There we go. Some nice flowers. And what else was this? Was I saying? There was something I passed that I wanted. Just a minute ago. I've got... Hey, here we go. Oh, this will be nice. Comes into work. Takes out her umbrella. Puts it in the umbrella stand. Alright, let's see. Lamp. I wanted to put a lamp, so that's going to be in power. Lights. Desktop lamp. That's a good one. Let's see if I have any others. These are a bit too fancy, the mid-century ones. Plus, this one's not too fancy. Well, maybe it's a little too fancy. Not a whole lot of desktop varieties available. These are really the only two desktop lamps we get, isn't it? Okay. Now she needs some filing furniture. This is, after all... Commander says, Oxhorn, why don't you have those slaves go out and work farms? So, they're not slaves. They're prisoners. They're not slaves. I mean, they are wearing slave collars, but that's just a deterrent for escaping, right? It's just, you know, so it blows off their head if they try to escape. It's not because they're enslaved. So the Minutemen don't believe in slavery, so they're not going to go in and enslave these guys. But they are going to incarcerate them. Anyway, so no slave labor. Okay. Filing cabinets. Filing cabinets. I can build a lot of these filing cabinets. Goodness, I wonder why it makes me put it all the way out here. push it back just a smidge. Okay. Now the problem is that these are not going to snap. Another type of filing cabinet? Yeah. This could be for, maybe these are for... Oh, that's going right into the wall. Whoops. Oh, if you ever do something like that and you mistake and you regret it, just press tab real quickly and it cancels what you were about to do. Okay, and one or two more of these for good measure. Oh, I'm not going to be able to fit more than one more. Okay, so let's just... Gavin, you okay over there? Hold on, I'm going to check on my son. I think he's asleep. The boy fell asleep sitting in my big leather chair. Something missing over in that corner. Okay, so I've got my light off. Are those ceiling mounted lights not working? They are emitting some sort of light, but, huh. Not sure what's wrong with them over there. Let's get... Doesn't really fit, does it? And then some wall decorations. Let's try some of the new ones that came with the Creation Club. Commander says, okay, fine, you can have the prisoners run the Slocum's Joe shop. It's not slavery if you pay them, right? Right, exactly. There you go. I like your way of thinking. Just strap a bomb to their necks and say, hey, work this register. If you don't, you die, but we'll give you a paycheck. Okay, I'm thinking this is good for now. All right. Wow, it got dark soon. Okay, so I've got this Bunker Hill. This Brahma is driving me crazy. You see how the Brahma they don't fit very well into here. Maybe if I put some more Brahman feed trough down, they'll try and eat in other areas. Let's try and go to resources, miscellaneous. Let's get ourselves a Brahman feed trough. Problem is this area is not flat. This Brahma gets stuck in it. Well, I've got one down there in case this guy wants to eat. Anyhow. So this is one of my primary settlement defenses over defenses. I've got this big missile turret thing. The wires are pretty ugly. Not sure if I like that. And then I've got these on this house over here, but I don't like the noise being so close to the house. So I think I need to build another turret thing. So let's do that. Let's see if I remember. We go to concrete, floors. There you go. It's always a bit of a trick because these pillars don't like snapping to a completed semicircle, so you got to find a way to get around it. Anyway, now that that's done, let's push this off someplace a little less conspicuous. So holding E to select the entire thing, making sure we don't have anything selected. Let's press F2 with place everywhere installed to turn off ground snapping. That's going to allow us to put it in places we might have thought of otherwise. There we go. I like that. It's off the road. It's on a hill. It overlooks this hillside over here. Let's press F5 to turn off the timeout. It overlooks this hillside over here and the entranceway coming in here. And it's right next to the jail. Okay. Now, let's see. Do I want all of these over there? Well, first of all, we don't need these here now. Move them. Let's turn on server snap again. Yeah, the prisoners can listen to the sound of the machine gun turrets all day, instead of the people living in this house. All right. Instead, the people living in this house are going to have to listen to these stupid Brahmin all day. So loud. Obnoxious Brahmin. Okay. Do I want all of these over here? I mean, part of me really likes having it overlooking this area, but it's unnecessary, really. Really kind of unnecessary because we don't get a tax from this area. Well, let's boot up our settlement management software to see from which direction we get a tax. Load holotapes, settlement management software. This is a mod called Settlement Management Software, if you couldn't guess. And one of the things you can do with this is run a task to mark attack spawn points. There. Now if we go to our quests, miscellaneous... Nope, Settlement Management Software. Okay. So we do have an attack spawn point down here. Okay, so one is practically on the edge of the Children of Adam, so they will be coming from this hillside. And then the next one is likely down the road. Yep, right there. I've been attacked from there. So that right there isn't gonna, it's not really gonna see it, is it? You know what I could do? I could put some on top of the museum. That might work. And then there's one more, isn't there? There's an attack spawn point. No, there's only two. That one. And the one over there. So, only two attack spawn points. Oh, he's already dead. Hey, there comes my Kingsport Lighthouse robot. My good provisioner. Okay, so I need to find a way to cover that area. And that's not really going to do it over here. I need something over here. That's what I need. So let's climb up on top of the museum. I've got the perfect vantage point. Look, it faces it and everything. I don't remember killing those guys over there. Something must have gone on. Well, let's see what would be the best way to go about this. We don't need too much. Maybe a couple heavy laser turrets. And no, I don't like that. So let's use scaffolding. I always love using scaffolding. Nice, short little tray. Huh. If and when you run out of Fallout stuff, why don't you take a look at Assassin's Creed, says the Dika Experience. Well, it's certainly worth looking into. I have never played Assassin's Creed before, so I can't say whether or not it's something I would enjoy. But it's worth looking into. Let's get platform. Okay. Now, let's put our defenses down and then worry about power in a minute. Let's do some heavy laser turrets. Here. Then a spotlight. Come on. No? Why no? Am I outside the bounds of the settlement? Oh. So there's a problem with the... there's a bug with spotlights where after you place them, for some reason the mouse is inverted. So this is me looking down. It goes... Oh my gosh. So the only way to fix that is to scrap it and start again. Why can't I place this here? Ah! Oh well, we'll just do that. Not sure why that was so difficult, but okay. And then one here. Then up top, we'll do some missile turrets. Just 2, I think. I don't want to destroy my robot provisioners accidentally. And now we got to worry about power. Power. Where's the nearest power source? I could stretch it up. Ooh, there's one. That's perfect. So what we'll do is we'll just run it around the perimeter by going to power. Oh, but if I do that, then I'm going to be blocking that. So, oh, but that's okay. We can go to switches. Look nice. Then let's do a taller one, simply because Logan says, have you been following Sim Settlements? I like the idea of settlements building themselves. Yeah, when Sim Settlements first came out, I did a big video covering it because I loved it so much. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Sim Settlements. I don't use it in my gameplay just because I really enjoy being able to build them myself. But I think Sim Settlements is such a great idea. Why is that not connecting? Tell you what, let's do something else to make it a little bit neater. Let's push this down. Connect them all. Is this one not wanting to? Forget that then. Let's just go with another. Because once you place the wires, you can then move this anywhere and the wires will remain. So I'm going to put that there and then connect that to there. Makes the wires a little bit neater. The wires all go up to that central pylon there and then connect to that. And there's plenty of rooms that the wires don't get in the way of this walkway, which is why I use those taller ones there. And then they just round the perimeter back down to this light. Cool? Cool. Hey, there's my robot. How you doing?
All systems go? Time to hit the road.
Whoop, no. Oh, man.
Hey there.
Is this a better time for that talk?
Oh, man, now you want to talk about
I
feelings.
understand,
Oh, it's just... And it was...
and our friendship means
I do. I guess we should...
Sure.
Is there something you need?
Come with me. I need your help.
Sure thing, General.
Okay, now I've got to redo this guy. There we go. Okay. All fixed. So I accidentally canceled this guy's supply line. I accidentally brought him on as a companion, which I didn't want to do. I wonder how that affected his Brahmin. His Brahmin has suddenly disappeared. Did it disappear when I took him on as a companion? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't mean to do that. Now he can... I assigned him back to be a Kingsport Lighthouse provisioner. And now I can turn off the settlement management software. Don't know, no longer need that. So let's go to settlement management software. And unmark the attack spawn points. Sweet! Although these are facing the wrong direction, aren't they? Because the settlement management software told us that we would get attacked from this direction. Go. You know what this needs though? A spotlight. Oh, these things are so finicky sometimes. Alright, let's put that there. Actually, I wonder if this would be a good opportunity to use. These are just as finicky. Yeah, once I place it, it's going to be impossible to string. Actually, I might be able to string it. Yeah, there we go, finally. Cool. Now, the only thing I don't like is having these guys attached to those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one of these there. Add that to that. Move that. Move that. There we go. Fewer lines going in all directions. Although there is that. Looks like I got a text. Yep, just my wife. She woke up from her nap. Just wondering where my boy is. He's here. He's safe. Okay. This, by the way, is just temporary. I'll put this away once I'm done using it. Not sure if I like the way that these lights are strung all over the place and the way that I'm providing power to this house. But I'll figure that out later. So speaking of this house, we need to do a little bit of decorating here, huh? It's hard to do so during the night, so let's take a quick nap. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. There, she's doing her teacher animation, leaning forward and teaching the young lads all about life and science. Okay, so this is the private little home of the guards who work here. My companion's home is up there, so they don't need anything down here. But these guards need something nice. So I've been working on the upstairs, and it's looking pretty good. They got a bathroom, sparsely decorated, but it's enough for me. And then a bedroom, and I gave them all the nice accoutrements. They've got posters on the wall and pictures, private storage underneath their beds, carpets, and all sorts of containers. So their bedroom is looking nice. I thought about having a rug in here, but there's this big pile of dirt and wood that I can't remove. And it peeks right through the rug, so I decided against it since I can't remove that. But down here, I've got a lot of room. Let's give these guys a breakfast area, a place to eat, and then I guess this is a relaxing area. So is this? I think should this be the dinner room, like a little breakfast nook, or a chair? Injustice says, does he read the Twitch chat? I do indeed read the Twitch chat, but I am a little bit preoccupied, so I might not get your message if you leave it, but I'll do my very best. Justin says, why is there a stream today? Just because. This is a surprise stream for no reason whatsoever. Let's see, did Eleonora give us any tables? I don't think so. They should probably have their own little fridge though, huh? For preparing their meals. Alright, well, let's just go to tables first, get the dining room. It's a good wet bar. Oh, I like this. Nice and full. It's only two of them. I like to keep little things like this that came with the settlement. You can't build this, you know? And it's lit and it doesn't require power. So I didn't scrap it. I decided to keep it. Oh, I probably should have put down a rug first. What matches the wallpaper? Even though it's crumbling wallpaper. This does, I think. Yeah. There. Oh, no. You know what? I should just move that. Get a flush. Okay. Does that look good? How do you exactly get them on the slave? How exactly do you get the slave collars on them and on their knees? As I said earlier, I'm using a mod called Intimidation Redone, which sadly is no longer available. Then I just used console commands to open up their actor inventory and manipulate it. In so doing, I was able to put these rags on them, these duct tape handcuffs, and the slave collars. That's how I do it. All right. Hold on a second. Okay, let's put some food on the tables here. Say these guards have some food set out for when they're hungry. Oh, I should probably put some plates. Dinnerware. I'm using OC Decorator to decorate little doodads and small pieces of decoration like this. The nice thing about it is that anything I place with OC Decorator remains in the settlement even if I uninstall OC Decorator. And that's because I'm not using any mod assets to place these things. I'm using all of the same assets that come in the base vanilla game. All OC Decorator does is add a marker to the item that makes it a static item so that it can't be knocked around. That's all it does. Okay, let's give... I've got 41 stingwing fillets. Let's give this guy a stingwing fillet. And, ooh, that's a bit big for the plate. How about some ribs? Yao Guai ribs? Oh yeah, that's great. Look at that. Feel like I need some veggies. Brain... Let's put some brain... Now let's not put brain fungus down. How about some corn? Can I have corn? And a carrot. Let's give this guy a carrot. That's such a big carrot. The carrot is the same size as the souffle or fillet. How about one tomato? People don't eat tomatoes. This is much. Here, a wild mute fruit. Look at that. Drinks. Let's give these guys some, let's give one a Nuka-Cola cherry, and one ice cold Nuka-Cola. And these do take them from my workshop. The only reason I can place them is because they are available in my workshop inventory. And when I place them down as a static item in the world, it does remove it from the workshop. So I have to make sure that I have them available. Now, they need utensils if they're going to eat. I've got to... Let's put this... I don't know the etiquette and the rules of proper dining, so I don't know if this is a salad fork or if I'm putting it on the wrong side. I don't know. Considering it's a wasteland, I'm sure the... sure it doesn't matter. Goodness, I have a lot of silver forks. I don't remember collecting that many. And then a silver knife. Okay, I think they're good to go. You know, maybe a light. A ceiling light. Let's see if I can find an appropriate light. Here's the Slocum's Joe ceiling lamp. That's new. It's a sloped ceiling, though. I'll just do this. Nope, that's not going to work. Yeah, this will work. I hate these things, though. Let's turn off surface snap and just set this. Beautiful. Plenty of lighting in here. Okay. Now I need to work on their little kitchen. Hang on for just a bit. I need to go check on my beautiful baby daughter. She just woke up from a nap and she's crying. So give me a second to check on her and I'll be right back. Let's hop out of this so that you can enjoy the TV. There you go. You can enjoy the TV while I'm gone. Be back soon. So, did anything interesting pop on TV while I was gone? Maybe National Geographic, a special on Death Claws or Brahmin or something? No? All right. Well, I'm back. Let's see here. Give these guys a mini kitchen. What mod did I get these from? Huh. I forget. Okay, coffee. Oh yeah, they're gonna need some coffee. Holy cow, I don't remember getting all of these workbenches. What is this? A weaponsmith workbench? Oh, is that from that one mod I reviewed? See, what'll happen is I'll review a bunch of mods and then I'll forget that I left them installed. Alright, so here's the vanilla default stove. Although I kind of wish I had a chimney for this. Is there any way I can push these pipes outside? No, that wouldn't do it. There's a balcony. You guys are really starting to annoy me. Noisy Brahmin. Here, I wonder. Oh, look at that. Do I like that or not? See, my problem is I don't want a bunch of exhaust pipes in the house. So it makes sense that they would be piped outside. I don't know if that does... Oh, you guys are driving me crazy. That's it. No more trade caravan. I want you all to go away. Next time I sleep, you guys are gone. Okay. Maybe if I push it in a little more. There, at least now all the pipes are outside the wood. Okay, so it's officially exhausting outside. Does it look weird? It looks weird, doesn't it? My only other option is to use a mod because there are only 2 cooking stations, neither of which really work well indoors. Both of them pump a bunch of heat out into the air. Oh well, I'll leave it there for now. Now we need to give these guys some countertops to work with, to work on. So let's go to furniture, tables. They don't have a lot of room, so maybe one of these tables would be best. And then maybe one of these. Yeah, that's bothering me. Yeah, that looks a little better. So it looks a little funny on the outside, but at least it looks good on the inside. Okay. So here's a tabletop over here for storing goods, and then a tabletop right here for storing goods. Which means I should probably move this over just a touch. And then where am I going to put this coffee maker? You wake up in the morning, you got to get some coffee. Let's go over to the corner here. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe I should put it over here across there. It's going to block the door if I do that. That doesn't block the door. And it's flush against the wall. Great. Little coffee maker over there. Cigarette mowing machine. I don't really need this anymore, do I? Now, I always put furniture down before I put floor stuff, which I always regret doing later. Because if it's a kitchen, you need some kitchen mats. And that's a bit too much. Okay, I think that's enough. Should I put more down? Let's make some of them askew, as if they've been kicked around. So it's not perfect. Great. Now, the paint on the wall is horrid. I know, I agree. Well, it's wallpaper. And it's been cracking for the past 200 years, but honestly, I like it. It's so ugly, it's cool. You know, does that ever work for you? It's so hideous and so retro and so ugly that it's great. That's kind of what I feel about this wallpaper at the moment. All right, kitchen and dining. Kitchenware. Coffee pot. I think this comes with one, right? Bathrooms or kitchen scale. It's probably necessary. It's huge though. That's a huge scale. Enamel bucket. Yep, might need that for slop. Let's put that over there. Sure, an oven mitt. Set that over there. Bread? Okay. Probably keep bread on here, huh? Teapot? Yeah, let's put that on this workbench. Big stew pot. Let's keep that under there. Oh, I don't have any teeny tiny pots. All right, let's do this cooking pan. Rolling pin. Yeah, why not? Salt and pepper. Probably gonna need that over here, huh? Cooking oil. Let's put this in a wonderful, dangerous spot, like right on this ledge, next to some open flame. How about that? Yeah. And some shortening. Bunch of cooking fat that could just melt. Let's not put it there. Let's put the shortening on top of the fridge. Where can I set all this stuff? I think that's it. I think we're good. Alright, it's looking good to me. What should I put over here? Well, alright, we've already got a couch over here and a TV. Well, we need a rug. Let's go to the home decor. Eleonora, she's got some nice rugs that I've been enjoying for this house. And let's put one of these rugs down here. Well, I want to use a rug. I haven't used it already. So there's the red and green, and then upstairs we've got... Alright, I haven't used this nice one yet. Let's use this nice one here. Okay. Great. And then does this mod come with... I don't believe it comes with any furniture, does it? Besides the beds. Oh, it's not a mod, sorry. Creation. Inspiration. So let's go back down here to... chairs. I love these airplane seats, by the way. They're perfect for outside... they're perfect for setting outside a home in a scavenger world. So I'm going to set these over here. I mean, you can totally imagine in a wasteland, you find a downed airplane, you go and scavenge the seats, use outside for maybe a smoking nook. I like that. But we need some seats for in here. Got to make sure that it doesn't match. It doesn't always match. Especially if you're using nasty moldy furniture like this. They scavenge these things from the wasteland. They're not going to match. They've got what they got, you know? You get what you get. But doesn't mean you can't still try to make something nice. This is really big. You think that's big? That's big. That's a little low. Okay, here's the mid-century coffee tables. Haven't used those yet. It's just too clean. It's just too pretty and clean. It's perfect for this. Should I put a wet bar in there? If I do, it'll slightly cover up one of the windows. What's that? What do I got going on over there? Oh, that's not me. That's Bethesda. Well, I'm not going to worry about it then. Okay, we got a nice wet bar over here. Should I have flush against the wall or catty corner it? I should probably flush against the wall. So let's put this here. In front of the window, you can see the doors through the window. It's nice. And then I gotta find a coffee table. So the only coffee tables that I like were way down here. These ones are too nice. Let's do this. I haven't done this. It's a little big for what I usually like. I mean, I don't typically like big coffee tables like this, but it'll do. It'll do. Gosh, that is really big. Oh well. Now, we just put down a wet bar. We're going to need some booze for a wet bar. So let's go to beverages. Do some Bob Rob's Best. Got 43 of those. Oh, I've only got 2 bourbon left. Well, one can go here. I'm out of rum. No, I've got 1 rum. Here we go. Vodka. Sure. Whiskey. I've got a Where's Brew. I'll save that for later. I'll put that in my wet bar in the house. Yeah, no, my house, not their house. Okay, now we need some dishes. Those shot glasses are way too big. I don't like them anyway, but we've got a few of these. These are the glasses that the sole survivor had in his or her house before the bombs dropped. These are the ones that they stored on their wet bar. Okay, looking good. What should we have over there? A plant and a book. How about that? So let's use some of Eleonora's new plants in the home decor workshop. She had some nice potted plants, I believe. Looks like we're going to have to go the other way for that, though. All the way past these. Some of these are a bit big. Lots of ferns. Do people put ferns? I mean, I wouldn't put a fern in my home. Would you put a fern in your home? What are you doing? You're supposed to be teaching. Well, all right, if you want to cook, that's fine. None of these are flowering plants. So here's, what's this? Just looks like leaves. Who would just put a big... It's like some bunch of leaves stuck in the dirt. And ferns. I've never understood ferns. No, I want flowers. Flowers are better. Let's go get some flowers. What's wrong with leaves? I mean, they're not supposed to grow out of the ground like blades of grass. I don't understand. It's weird. Who puts a bunch of leaves in a pot, man? I don't understand. See, that's better. I mean, sure, they look dead, but at least they're flowers. And let's put a book. It was an office, right? Yeah, all these ruined and burnt books. The overdue book is the only book that isn't ruined and burnt. You know, as much as I dislike ferns, they're a lot better than fake ferns. There's nothing worse than fake fern. Big old plastic ferns in your home that are collecting dust. You ever seen those? You go into a home, got these fake ferns everywhere, and they're covered in sick dust. Oh man. Okay. All right, we're looking good. What goes on a coffee table? Magazines, newspaper, replicas. Here you go. Replicas of a few stack of magazines. And then maybe some smoking paraphernalia. Am I out of cigarettes? I use them in almost every single settlement. I wouldn't be surprised. I've got a carton. Should I? These guys have got a carton of cigarettes on their table there. All right. Well, they're good to go. Okay, so this living room is looking a little lived in. Not perfect by any means, and I still got a lot of room. I don't know what to do with this corner. Not sure. No Bandon says, oh, so fake ferns are bad, but fake magazines? Yeah, the fake magazines are great. They don't collect dust, plus they're easy to clean. They have smooth surfaces. The fake ferns, made of this rough plastic that just, the dust clings to them. Ugh, can't stand fake ferns. Okay. We've got an issue with realism here. It's been bothering me for a long time. I've never taken the time to fix it. I know it probably doesn't matter to most, but it's been bothering me. I think I need some scaffolding. Well, let's go upstairs and check it out. So I attached one little thing there. All right. Well, first we need to get on up there. So let's build for ourselves a bit of a ladder or something to get on up there. Right. So I had this post, but that wouldn't make much sense. So let's remove the post. And let's just break for some scaffolding. See, this is going to be the problem. It's not going to want to stick to anything. Because I didn't use the right floors. I didn't use any of the scaffolding floors. But you know, I might be able to do something about that. Let's see. First of all, let's save. Don't want to lose any of this. Oh! I'll replace those later. Okay. Ha! You see that? That's how we do it. Come on. On the end there. Nope, nope, on the end. Nope, nope. Oh, hit it. Oh, yes! All right. This is going to cost me a lot of steel. Ah, oh, too many crickets. Oh no. I forgot about the door. That might be a problem. Or it might not. those at different heights? Why are those at different heights? Oh. There we go. That would do it. I also have the entrance to my power armor museum to worry about. Something's wrong with that. Let's go up and see what we've done. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, now we're starting to get into the weeds here. So, the scaffolding is working, kinda. It's gonna go smack dab right in the middle. That's really frustrating. See what I mean? It would be perfect if I could somehow get this right across that, but that's not going to happen unless, hear me out, unless oh! Oh! Oh, but it's not tall enough. Unless, hear me out again. Brainstorm. And you pass right under it. Look at that. And it's convincing. Okay, so we just gotta finish sealing this off with that sucker down there. And then this sucker right there. And then that sucker down there. Bingo! Oh, I'm so happy. I should not be this happy, but I am really, really happy. Now we got to figure out that. That's a problem. Because this is going to run right into the middle of my power armor museum. And I don't think... Oh! No, that might not even work. Yeah, that goes right into the concrete. Yeah, see? Oh, so close. So close. Well, what if we used a smaller one? No, that would still be... Well, I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Okay. Barely noticeable. But still noticeable. Well, we might not be able to support that edge Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just not support the edges. That'll save me a lot of metal. And I think I could make it convincing. All right. Yeah, okay. I think that might work. But if I have to do that on every side... See, I don't even know if there's enough of a lip over on this side. Oh, there is. So I could do it on that side. But that floor... Well, let's go on over and see what it's going to cost us. Okay. Now, how did we do it last time? I had to move something last time, didn't I? Then we go to scaffolding. Why does it not want to stick? There we go. Okay. Bingo. Almost. There we go. Sweet. Now it's just a matter of bringing this all the way to the ground. Oh my. Goodness. Come on. None of that now. Whoops. Did I just make a problem for myself? No, I think I might be okay. Oh, oh, it goes right by it. Okay. Let's... And I'm totally cool blocking off this ladder because I never use it. Companions don't use it. But what I am going to do is I need to move this just a smidge. There we go. Oh. Okay. Now that sign is perfectly supported. I wonder if there's something I could do about this. Yeah, I could do what I did last time. Oh no, that's not going to work. That won't work either. What if this... If these are perfectly halves, then nothing I do will work. But if they're not perfect halves, then that won't. Maybe I've got one that's less... Yeah. Oh! I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. I get to keep my ladder up, and the scaffolding goes all the way to the ground. I need to fix my power armor. I've got all this power armor from these Creation Club DLCs that I haven't bothered to fix yet. I'll fix it. Okay, yeah, this is my power armor workstation back here, down on the dock, behind the lighthouse. And then I've got a robot workshop down here, and this is my fusion generator powering the entire thing. And there's my power armor museum, which I really need to expand now that I've got more power armor. Okay, but we've only done 2 sides, ladies and gents. We have to do the other 2 sides to really sell the idea that this thing is supported. That's the whole goal. None of this is practical. We're not getting any gameplay benefit from doing this. No, we're just selling the illusion. Oh, I'm so happy with how this worked out. Oh, man, I deserve an award. Okay, let's head on up here. See if we can add some more scaffolding to this side. And then I think we may just have to have it end right there on top of the concrete platform, the concrete structure, because I built it so close to the lighthouse.
Damn, took one in the leg.
Garvey, did you just break your leg? Okay. Now, this will be a little tricky, but we'll do it. So, let's first of all move these. It's not immersive, says Archafay. Well, that's why I'm working on this. By the time we're done, it will be immersive. Huh. Bingo. Okay. All right, with those 2 gone, we can now remove these. Then, hopefully, put these back. No. Yep. Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay. Let's bring it all the way to the ground. Okay, so... Ooh. see. That's good, but this... Okay. Stop. I'm trying to put one on. There we go. See why I did that? Because otherwise we would have had a hanging bit, which we wouldn't want. This way it at least looks like it's been welded together. Okay. This light post is the only thing that suffers from what we've just done, so let's just move it. All right, okay. Let's head on inside the museum to see if any of the scaffolding is peeking through the ceiling, and if so, that would be a bit frustrating. Ah, it does a little. It does a little, but it's just a little. I think I can live with that. I can live with that if you can live with it. Can you live with it? Good. Okay, the final bit is on this other side, and it should just be a matter of doing the work. What's that? Oh, someone opened the bathroom door? Okay. So, we need to build... Okay, so that's what we gotta do. We just gotta build this all the way around the other side. So that's technically outside the bounds of the settlement, which is why I'm not able to build there. But the trick to that, if you're using place everywhere, is to build what you want within the bounds of the settlement and then move it after it's built. Okay. And here we are on the opposite side. So... remember where these are. Middle. beginning. Oh, wait a minute here. I'm gonna have to do 3. Is this side longer than the others? I think this side is longer. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Okay, 1, 2. One. How did I do that? I've got an extra. Oh. I have one of those on that side, but do I have one on this side? I do. Huh. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, but I've got those two overlapping somehow. So I've just got a weirdly shaped building. Okay. So the 2 I want are right there. That. And that. Right? It won't be perfect. I could have 1 over there. No, that's what I'll do. I'll do 3 and then 1. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And then 1. That'll make it perfect. Bingo. Okay. Let's go get that ladder. Then we can go back. I learned my scaffolding when I did Grey Garden. Check out my video on Grey Garden to understand why. That was scaffolding hell. Holy cow. I will never build another settlement like Ray Garden. Turned out amazing, but it was a pain in the butt to build. Almost there. Come on. Okay. Start with something else. There we go. Whoops. I grabbed the wrong one. Well, let's go around to the side, see how it looks over there. Okay. One of the reasons I feel okay doing this is I was on Reddit the other day, and I was taking a look at a subreddit about crazy architecture. Or was it evil buildings or something like that? I forget. But I saw this resort somewhere in Europe, and it was built on the side of a mountain. But not on rocks of the mountain, but on the side. It was attached to the side of the mountain and then supported by scaffolding like this. Scaffolding that went all the way to the ground. Just in a big line. I don't know how. Maybe they secured it to the cliff face or something like that. But but even though it didn't look very supportive, it seems to have worked. So I figure if they can do it in the real life, I can do it at the Kingsport Lighthouse. Such satisfaction. But we're not done yet. We still have this to shore up. Oh, is this going to make me go all the way? It is. I'm going to go all the way. I know it's hardly noticeable, but I've got to fix it. Okay. And then, oh, almost. At last. At long last, my Kingsport Lighthouse house at the very top is somewhat realistic. It took a lot of scaffolding. Holy cow, look at that.
Something comes out of that water.
Let's toggle the free cam. Okay. This side is still the weakest. No, this side is just stronger. I've got three double rows and a single on that one, and then 2 double rows on the rest. So I wonder why this side I had much more room to work with. I don't understand. It's a perfect square. I suppose I could have another one going down there, and that would put me out right there. I think I could do that. And if I did one there, that would get in the way. That would be right in the middle of my path. So I'll do one more line there just to add to the realism. And then we'll be good to go. Sweet. I think we're done. Let's get rid of all this scaffolding just to make sure we don't leave anything. Oh dear. I'm not dying from fall damage because I have the free fall legs installed. I covered those in a video I did recently on my characters. The free fall legs are part of the vanilla game. It's not a mod. It's a pair of combat legs that have the legendary effect Acrobat, which reduces falling damage by 50%. Of course, if you've got two legs that reduce falling damage by 50%, that's 100%. So it effectively makes you immune to falling damage. Bingo. Let's take a look at it again. I think I'm pretty pleased. It at least looks like someone took the time to try and figure out how this would work. How they would support it. Okay, I'm fairly satisfied with that. What else needs doing? Well, there are a few more decorations in here I could fix up. But you know what? I think I'm done for now. Got a lot done. Pretty pleased with the results. Always more to do, but you know what? I think I'm going to end this broadcast. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this impromptu and surprise live stream. Figured I'd just bring you along with me while I was making changes to my Kingsport Lighthouse. Hope you enjoyed the little stream. Thank you all for your suggestions during the broadcast. Again, I'm not going to have a video for you tomorrow because I took today off to just lounge around and do this, but never fear. Never fear, I'm going to have a video for you Tuesday morning, and it's going to be the first in my next DLC series. And I think you all will enjoy it. So, thanks for sticking with me, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all Tuesday morning, bright and early, with a brand new video.